kemajuan insan di dunia, karena kita adalah juara. Karena Unsika telah jadi juara. Berhari pagi di ufuk sana, bertanda hari baru dah tiba. Kita sambut dengan sukacita, karena kita telah jadi juara. Raga di dada tak terasa, jiwa ditempa banyak nestapa. Namun kita kuat adanya, karena kita telah jadi juara. Kita juara, kita Unsika, kobarkan semangat untuk meraih cita. Demi kemajuan insan di dunia, karena kita adalah juara. Semangat juang kan terus berkembang, wujudkan semua cita-cita, mengabdi pada Ibu Pertiwi, kebanggaan seluruh negeri. Kita juara, kita Unsika, kobarkan semangat untuk meraih cita. Demi kemajuan insan di dunia, karena kita juara. Demi kemajuan insan di dunia, karena kita adalah juara. Karena Unsika telah jadi juara.
Check, check. Hello, Andy. Can you hear my voice?
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
Uh, maybe volume up a bit.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
a
still
little
think that
closer.
my voice is like louder than yours.
Yeah, okay, it's better. May I check my slide a little
Oh,
bit?
sure. We are
Yeah,
still waiting for some students and lecturers. Some of them are still in the classroom, so they are
yeah.
trying to get in.
Yeah. Take it easy, no
Yeah,
worries.
yeah, yeah. So we are just going to check, some technical things. You may, can you share your slides or you need some backups?
This one. You see mine?
Oh, yeah, your Canva, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's clear.
Okay,
Okay.
good job.
So,
Just
how's the
wait, no
weather there
worry. I
right
have
now?
time.
How's the weather?
It's very sunny in Vietnam.
Oh, I see. Do you bring your students in?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, it's in about to be like heavy rain here in Karawang, Indonesia.
Hmm.
It's very dark right now. But yeah, since we are in the virtual room, it's supposed to be no problem. And some of our students are watching from the YouTube live stream as well.
Yang PBSI sama PBI.
Okay.
Ada.
Yep.
Itu Mas Repi kan?
Yes.
Satu.
Yes, Riropi, do you have questions? If you
Mikir kok.
don't have any questions, yeah, please unmute the microphones. Andy, take your time, okay? Meantime, I'll work behind the scenes.
Oh. Oh, udah. Udah gini aku sekarang. Tapi ada catatannya. Nah, ini udah. Ada catatannya. Baru 21 orang.
wujudkan semua cita-cita, mengabdi pada Ibu Pertiwi, kebanggaan seluruh negeri. Kita juara, kita unsikan, kobarkan semangat untuk meraih cita, demi kemajuan insan di dunia. Karena kita juara. Demi kemajuan insan di dunia, karena kita adalah juara. Karena Unsika telah jadi juara. Mentari pagi di ufuk sana, bertanda hari baru dah tiba. Kita sambut dengan sukacita, karena kita telah jadi juara. Raga di dada tak terasa, jiwa ditempa banyak nestapa. Namun kita buat adanya, karena kita telah jadi juara. Kita juara, kita unsikan, kobarkan semangat untuk meraih cita, demi kemajuan insan di dunia. Karena kita adalah juara. Semangat juang kan terus bergema, wujudkan semua cita-cita, mengabdi pada Ibu Pertiwi, kebanggaan seluruh
All right, welcome to the event, Mr. Andy Nguyen, for our speaker for today's international guest lecture. I would like to welcome also Mr. Fauzi Miftah as the Vice Dean of the Academy of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education of Universitas Singaperbangsa Karawang. And also we have Mr. Suntoko and Ms. Evi Carlina as the coordinators of language education study program of FKIP Unsika. So currently we are still waiting for the Dean of the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education.
Halo, Assalamualaikum. Terdengar suara saya?
Waalaikumsalam, terdengar King. Punten tadi ada sedikit trouble.
Oke.
Kita akan mulai.
Alright, sudah, King. Bentar,
Ya,
saya mulai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good
Waalaikumsalam
afternoon.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to welcome the Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Professor Dr. Haji Sutirna, MPD, the Vice Deans of the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education of Universitas Singaperbangsa Karawang, our esteemed Coordinator of the Language Education Department, Ms. Evi Karlina Ambarwati, SSMED, our esteemed coordinators of study programs of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education of Universitas Singaperbangsa Karawang, and also our esteemed guest speaker, Mr. Andy Nguyen from Huasen University, and all distinguished lecturers and beloved students who joined today's international guest lecture via this Zoom meeting and also online via live streaming YouTube at the Language Education Department of the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education of Universitas Singaperbangsa Karawang. It is such a great honor for me, Aina Khoirida, to warmly welcome you to all this event as the Master of Ceremony. Before we begin, let's start with a prayer together so that today's program runs smoothly and brings valuable knowledge for all of us. Let's have a moment of silence, shall we? Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a welcoming speech from the event coordinator, Ms. Evi Karina Ambarwati, SSMED. Ms. Evi, the room is yours.
Thank you very much, Bu Aina. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good afternoon to our distinguished guest speaker, Andy Nguyen, our esteemed Dean of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Universitas Singaperbangsa Karawang, Vice Dean for Academic and Student Affairs, Vice Dean for General and Finance Affairs, also to our coordinator of Bahasa and Sastra Indonesia Education Study Program, Bapak Suntoko. Beloved lecturers and also students of English Language Education and Bahasa and Sastra Indonesia Education Study Program. It is my greatest honor and pleasure to welcome you all to our international guest lecture with the theme Critical Thinking in Language and Education. Critical thinking phrase can sometimes sound a little serious, but I would like you to think of critical thinking as your superpower. Critical thinking is a skill that allows you to navigate a world full of information and connect with language and ideas on a much deeper level. Critical thinking will make you not just a great student, but also transformative future language educators. Yeah. So therefore, our department is committed to provide a platform which can expand our horizons beyond the classroom. This event is an effort so that our students can provide chance to gain invaluable international insights and ignite our academic curiosity. I would like to extend my gratitude for the full support from the Dean and Vice Deans of Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Universitas Singaperbangsa Karawang for the Language Education Department. We will also incredibly privileged to have with us our speaker, Andy Nguyen from Huasen University, Vietnam. Thank you very much for your willingness to share your expertise with us, Andy. It is such a great pleasure to have you here with us. And also thank you to the committee for your hard work in planning and organizing this event. Last, students, I wish everyone to have a fruitful session today. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Ms. Evi, for the inspiring remarks. Next, it is my pleasure to invite the Dean of the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Professor Dr. Haji Sutirna, MPD, to deliver his speech. Prof. Sutirna, the screen is yours.
Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, Mr. Andi Tri Nguyen from Vietnam. Oke, terima kasih sudah bisa bergabung kolaboratif in Zoom meeting about international guest lecture. Nah, mudah-mudahan semoga acara ini menjadi sebuah momentum bagi kita dalam rangka meningkatkan capacity and knowledge lecture ya. University of Singaperbangsa Karawang dalam critical thinking and language education. Nah, jadi menurut saya ini sangat penting sekali. The title critical thinking. Artinya benar-benar ini adalah berpikir kritis, berpikir kritis. Ini sangat penting bagi kita semua. Kebetulan hari ini ada teman kita dari Vietnam, Mr. Andi ini untuk sama-sama dengan kita bergabung dalam rangka seperti apa dan bagaimana kemudian ini nanti harus bisa diimplementasikan ya, implementation about critical thinking in teaching and learning gitu ya. Tapi jangan sia-sia gitu, jangan sia-siakan kesempatan ini. Saya percaya kepada teman-teman di Prodi Bahasa Inggris ini akan menjadi sebuah apa ya, sebuah usaha ya, sebuah usaha agar Prodi PBI ini bisa menjadi lebih baik ke depan. Saya percaya karena muda belia gitu ya. Dengan saya dengar sekali itu apalagi Miss Repi ini. Halo Uni Repi ini ya.
Halo, King.
Halo Uni Repi, saya dengar kemarin waktu membina dengan Mr. Wawan ini, wah mantap sekali ya. Jadi kalau bahasa Inggris ini tidak the best in Faculty of Education ya, waduh malu. Ini kita sudah hebat gitu ya, sudah hebat. Makanya acara-acara semacam ini mohon diikuti dan kemudian hasilnya itu diimplementasikan, implementation of teaching and learning ya. Jadi diusahakan harus bisa dikerjakan, dilakukan untuk perbaikan lebih maju ke depan untuk PBI ya. Karena saya hakul yakin bahwa PBI ini memiliki kesempatan ya, memiliki kesempatan emas. Apa sih yang nggak pakai bahasa Inggris? Coba aja. Terasa oleh kami, oleh saya terasa ya, ketika bahasa Inggrisnya lemah gitu ya. Oleh karena itu kepada teman-teman yang masih muda belia, bahasa Inggris prodi ini prodi yang hebat, saya ingin melihat bahasa Inggris itu enggak jago kandang gitu. Apa ya jago kandang bahasa Inggrisnya itu apa ya? The best in Faculty of Education gitu. No, saya pengen the best apa ya di apa semua gitu seunsika atau kalau bisa di luar unsika itu terdengar nama Repi, Aina, ini Mbak Epi Karlina gitu orang sudah yakin gitu. Walaupun di sini ada yang dari bahasa Indonesia tinggal kolaboratif aja. Ini bahasa Indonesia dengan bahasa Inggris salah satu bahasa yang diperlukan ya. Jadi saya terima kasih kepada narasumber yang sudah hadir. Mudah-mudahan ini menjadi kolaboratif yang sangat hebat untuk meningkatkan mutu program studi masing-masing. Ini ada dua bahasa, bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Inggris. Sekarang bahasa Indonesia sedang booming. Saya lihat di YouTube orang Amerika belajar bahasa Indonesia. Orang Cina belajar bahasa Indonesia. Ini sedang booming ini. Nah, bagaimana nanti BIPA itu bisa masuk? Karena BIPA itu intinya English and Indonesia. Nah, jadi silahkan. Saya sangat mengapresiasi kegiatan ini. Mudah-mudahan ada manfaatnya ke depan. Ya, bukan hanya jum-juman, ya jum-juman mah itu apa? Jum-juman. Tahu nggak jum-juman? Itu ada sebuah rumput jum-juman. Kalau kita lewat, kaki kita penuh tuh. Nempel semua, gatel lagi. Jangan, ya. Ya, jangan jadi jum-juman ini. Pokoknya saya pengen semua yang ada prodi di Faculty of Education Training ini harus hebat semua. Nggak hebat lebih baik mundur, gitu kan? Udah mundur aja keluar. Pak Dekan, saya pengen keluar, gitu. Ya, Repi nggak mau bekerja untuk FKIP. Ngomong aja ke saya, Pak saya ingin mutasi ke Padang. Tidak diizinkan. Nggak akan diizinkan sama saya. Sampai kepalanya botak nggak akan diizinkan sama saya. Gitu ya. Jadi silahkan lanjutkan kegiatan ini bersama Mr. Andi. Mudah-mudahan ini ada manfaatnya bagi kita semua. Oleh karena itu, saya tidak bisa ikut ya, karena banyak yang harus saya kerjakan, terutama mengperval teman-teman yang baru selesai revisi untuk tukin ya. Oleh karena itu, terima kasih Miss Epi, ini yang gagasannya terus-terusan aja nih. Jangan lupa nanti kuliah S3-nya harus ke Vietnam. Jangan enggak. Udah sekali aja jadi kaprodi. Ya, harus besok selesai kaprodi harus ke Vietnam. Ya, Repi 4 tahun yang akan datang harus kuliah S3. Jangan diam aja. S2, S3. 2 tahun nggak boleh 2 tahun mah. Harus 3 tahun lah, 4 tahun. Nanti Alin belajar bahasa Inggrisnya yang bagus. Ya, belajar ke Mbak Repi gitu. Ya, semua Aina. Pokoknya saya semangat kalau lihat anak-anak muda mau seperti ini. Ya, semangat. Ya, oleh karena itu terima kasih. Selamat berkegiatan. Mudah-mudahan Tuhan selalu memberikan penuh kebarokahan kepada kita. Terima kasih. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Professor, for the encouraging message. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move to the main agenda, please allow me to briefly introduce our distinguished speakers today. Today, we are honored to welcome Mr. Nguyen from a distinguished lecturer and researcher from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Mr. Nguyen is currently a PhD candidate in TESOL at the Open University of Ho Chi Minh City. He holds a Master of Education in TESOL from Karawang University in Australia and a Bachelor of English Language from Ho Chi Minh University of Education, graduating with distinction. Professionally, he has served as an English lecturer and program advisor at the International School of Business, Banking University of Ho Chi Minh City since 2020. He is also a founder and course director of TESOL International Academy and lectures at various universities, including the Vietnam Aviation Academy, University of Economics and Finance, and Ho Chi Minh University of Education. His courses range from translation and linguistics to TESOL and IELTS training. Beyond teaching, he is also an active interpreter and translator with expertise in finance, banking, and business communication. He has also contributed as an author and teacher trainer, co-writing English textbooks for school learners in Vietnam. Internationally, Mr. Nguyen has been also invited as a guest speaker at several universities and conferences, addressing themes such as IELTS pedagogy, digital age communication, and research in English language education. He has presented a major conferences in Vietnam, Thailand, and the Philippines, covering topics from learner autonomy to global perspectives in teacher education. His dedication has been recognized through several scholarships and grants from the U.S. Department of State, including the Open Program and opportunities for international training and conference presentation. In addition, he also serves as a peer reviewer for leading international journals such as the Computer Assisted Language Learning Electronic Journal, Index Scopus Q1, wow, and also Max Tesla Journal Index Scopus Q2. With this strong academic and professional background, combined with his passion for advancing English education, we are delighted to have him here today to share his insights. Without further ado, let us now warmly welcome Mr. Nguyen from Huazhen University to deliver his presentation. Sir, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can clearly.
Yes, really, really excited to meeting all of you today. And nice to see you again, Dr. Abby. Really long time.
You too, Andy. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for making the time.
Yeah, before I start, you know what? I met Dr. Abby 2 years ago when I was the presenter and she was the moderator in Viet Thi, a conference in Vietnam. We share very nice smile together, and that lead to our destiny for today. But actually, like Dr. Abby mentioned, we don't try to think of critical thinking as something very serious. We should make it like something familiar to our life. Therefore, I don't want to make this one a lecture. It's so serious to me. So we will try to make this one a sharing meeting, so I can share with you what I do, what I learn, and how can I apply these things in our classes. And thank you the dean, thank you the faculty, thank you the university, and especially all the participants for really spending your time coming to my session for today. And in order to make it easier for interaction, so when whatever I say something, if you agree with me, you want to say yes, you will put number 1. Or you want to say no, you put number 0. It quicker for you to type yes or no or something like that. Okay, now let me share the screen. Oh, okay. Okay, for today's section, the very first one I want to ask you, in this scale, how do you vote yourself? How do you feel today? You can put the number in the chat box. In the scales of a frog, how do you feel today? Oh, you are number 5, number 1, right? Okay, number 9. Okay, oh, you are number 1. You are number 3. Oh, cool. So many excellent numbers that we have. So for today's sessions, we have something together. Okay, the goals of today's session would be we try to understand the concept of critical thinking and why it matter and how to apply this one in reality. And then we will try to recognize the features of what's critical and what's not critical. And the next one will be how to identify common logical fallacy, how you will be in the trap of people who try to break the critical thinking, and how to avoid them. There's the meanings of today's session. Okay. This is the agendas of today, and now we will have the icebreaker activity. So please scan your phone and enter this room. Okay, we will have this one, the meter, the Mentimeter. Okay, can you scan the QR code in this corner, and you share with me 3 keywords you think about when you talk about critical thinking. 3 keywords in your mind, any keyword you can think about, because this is what we share with each other. I want to listen to your opinions first, and then we can think about more on that. Okay. So many keywords, just 3 keywords about critical thinking. So when talk about critical thinking, is it serious? Is it too dangerous? Or is it something you think that it can be achievable to you? What do you think in your mind? Out of the box, creativity, okay? You know what? In Vietnam, when we think about the concept critical thinking, we see about something people with very like academic, something very intellectual, something of the high levels of thinking or higher the thinking skill. But actually, critical thinking is very close to our life, really, really close to our life. So we have freedom, right? Critical thinking can help us to be free in our mind. And creativity, when we talk about creativity, how do you define creativity? Creativity means we need to be. When you talk about creativity, it should be any definition of creativity. When we think about creativity, find solution to new problem. Okay, agree. Mr. Tony, great. That often overlooked. Yeah, agree. So when we talk about creativity, I give you 2 keywords. Creativity must be new and better. New and better. If it's new, it's not better, it's not creative. Is it better, it's not new, it's not creative? Or we think about different, right? We think about evaluation. We evaluate what? What should we evaluate? Learning, right? We evaluate learning. We evaluate ideas, whether the ideas can be applicable or not. Like when you think about, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, you think about whether the ideas can be achievable or not, or the ideas can be done or not, whether I can do. You know what? Sometimes we think about something, maybe we are the barrier, we are the limit of ourselves of doing something. Therefore, we had to consider the resources of doing something. So what types of resources? I'll give you the thing. So my advice, when you think about, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, you need to consider your resources. We have 5 types of resources. 5 types. Can you guess the resources that we should consider when we propose solution? Number 1 is, what types of resources we should consider when we talk about news ideas, when we talk about solutions, when you talk about applying the new method? So it should be, the first one is the times resource, whether you have enough times or not. Second, it should be human resource. Do you have enough people? Do you have enough persons, the laborers, the staff on doing something? For example, when you do this event, if I rush you, okay, after the very big conference, I ask you to conduct this event, it's impossible for time, it's impossible for the people. So for some event, we need to estimate the scale to workload, so you can employ enough people, or you can invite enough people to coordinate with you. We need someone to design the poster. We need someone to organize the event. You need someone to contact with the student. And we think about the third one is the material. Materials mean some concrete contents that you need to prepare. For example, the platform is the material, or the classroom material. So when you design activity in the class, you think about also for the class materials or the thing that you are provided from the faculty. And the next one will be financial resource. You have enough money to do it, or we need to consider intellectual resource. Intellectual resource would mean whether our brain capacity, our abilities of thinking can help us to do this one. So if it goes beyond our ability, we need more people. We need to ask for more research from other people. That's a good thing. Okay, I love to listen to your words because I can know what you're thinking. Oh, we think out of the box. I love this word. Very, very nice word. And thinking out of the box is not something easy, huh? Because we live in a very small spot for a very long time. So sometimes it's a very hesitant for us to change. Actually, it's normal for people if they don't want to change because they live in a very comfort zone for a long time. But my advice is sometimes we care much about the problem of changing, right? We care much about the problem of changing, but we don't care much about the problem of not changing. We change something. Okay, I had to confront this problem. I had to confront that problem. It's very easy to consider. But if we don't change, what would happen? Like in the eras of AI, we had to integrate AI in our classroom. It's normal. And we cannot escape, we cannot avoid because it's something out there. We just adapt ourselves to it. The next one is reasoning. I love this word, reasoning. Reasoning means we think about why this one, not that one. I give you this one. Very familiar to you, methodology. Methodology. And one more word, method. So when we talk about the differences between methods and methodology, methods mean how to do something, okay? And methodology means why we choose this method, not other methods. So when you do something with critical thinking, we need to consider, okay, why I choose this method, not other methods. And you can figure out to try to find the best solution among other things. And we have so many more great words here, like sophisticated, okay, anti-mainstream. Anti-mainstream means when you listen to some types of information out there, sometimes you need to question. I love the word question. Question in questioning, not question in asking question. Questioning regarding, okay, when I listen to the piece of information, I should ask, I should doubt. I should doubt. What should we doubt? I remember the very famous quote from the cast. I doubt, I think, therefore I am. You know this quote? You know the quote? Yes or no? 1 or 0? Yeah, it's very, very famous, right? Thank you for interacting with me. So, because mentioned, I doubt, I think the point is, I doubt it will be different from I suspect. So what should we doubt? We don't doubt the people of saying something. We doubt the reality of saying something. For example, when you read the news article, in the news article, people say, Mr. Andy, the lecturers of this university, say something, or Mr. Andy, who have published the article saying something. So what types of article? Is it reliable? Was it a sample? Was it a sampling? What kind of methods he conducted? Is it published or is under research? And if it's published, what kinds of journal? Is the journal reliable? Is it credible? Is the journal peer review or just submit the money to publish? That's the way we think about the evidence. So critical thinking, basically, we think with evidence. We ask for the evidence of saying something. We use our critical thinking so we can reach the reality. We can reach the reality. You know what? In our mind, when you listen to some piece of information, in our mind, we will have two types of filter. The first one we call emotional filter. And the second we call intellectual filter. So in emotional filter, which means when I say something, if it ease your ear, you will be happy to listen to. Right? When you look at my face, I smile with you, you will be happy to listen to. But if I'm angry with you, I show my disrespect to you, and you will not want to listen to me. That's the emotional filter. Second, intellectual filter. Intellectual filter means when people say something, why we agree and why we disagree. We agree because we share the same ideas. It's not just about something right or wrong. We agree because we share the same ideas. We share the same piece of information. But if we disagree, which means we don't share the same piece of information, that's the way it's happened. So when you listen to something, be careful with the emotion. Be careful with what we share with others people. That's the thing. Okay, I love this word. Can the moderator screenshot this out so we can share with other people? And this is your contribution, not mine. This is your product, not anti-product. I love the word. Thank you for sharing. And now I will go back to my slide for the next part. Okay, the next one. Okay, so therefore, critical thinking is the cause for change, the priority of school, and it functions in everything we see. We think of something and the reality, we think of something as a benefit of using something. And now, oh, sorry. So why critical thinking is important? The first one, it helps us to improve decision making. Improve decision making. We can make decisions very easily, but when we use our critical thinking, we ask for the natures of something, we can make better decision. So if you make decision, we don't consider anything, we will make the wrong decision. Okay, a question for you. When you make, what types of important decision do you have to make in your life? We checked on the box. What kind of decision do you think you have to make in your life? Give me one word. What types of decision you have to make in your life? What types of decision? Think about some important decision that you had to make in your life. It can be the decision of, can you type something in the chat box so we can have better interaction? It can be like university, right? It can be marriage. Oh, yeah. Join the youth exchange program. Yeah, I love it. I was just back from an exchange program sponsored by the U.S. State Department 3 weeks ago. Yeah. In the middle of July to the end of July, through to Massachusetts University. It's very, very amazing. So if you have opportunity, you should join that event or those similar events. So you can widen your horizon. You can broaden your view. You can have a look at different things from the same thing. Okay. Any other decision they had to make? Marriage, right? Buying a house, yeah. where so many important decisions. And it's also continuing study. Yeah, agree. Career line, yeah. We should move upward. We should build a new business. We should do something else or something like that. Continue study, right? So you have so many important different important decisions you have to make in your life. So when you make the decision, what should you consider? What element you should consider? What element you should consider? SWOT analysis, I love it. It's really amazing. SWOT analysis. The strength, the weaknesses, opportunities, and breadth of doing something. If you just see the problem, everything, this will be very negative. But if you always see the positive thing, you cannot predict the problem. Predicting the problem we call risk management. The risk management. Think about the thing that may happen. And when you analyze something from different view, okay, I will demo this one so we can see how to see different view in its nature. What can you say? On my hand, what can you say? What is it? iPhone, right? What is it? Everybody, what is it? Catering, okay. What is it? What is it, everybody? Can you see a phone? Can you? Can you actually see a phone? Yeah, okay. Can you actually see a phone? This is the back of my phone. You only see the back of my phone. This one, you only see the front of my phone. This is empty. This is the front of my phone. You cannot actually decide whether what it is. We just see from one angle of the thing. Therefore, when you observe the problem or something you have to make decision, you need to have a look from different perspective. You can put yourself in different hats, like you can see the problem from different angle. For example, you put yourself, okay, if I look at this problem from the perspective of gender, what is the difference? So what if I look at this one from the perspective of gender, from the perspective of age, from the perspective of racism, equality, education, what may be different? Okay, so for example, we often say that, okay, we should give more support to the lower level student, right? We often say so. So how about the high level student? Why do you give more support to the low one? When you give more support to the lower one, which means you give less support to the higher one, is it fair to them? Is it educational equality? That's a thing, okay? Yeah, we give enrichment to the higher one, I agree. Therefore, sometimes what we often say, we become the bias. Therefore, we need to give different instruction, different option in the thing that you do. For example, in my class, when I give the student a question for them to do, some students, they will be better doing this like mathematics, like science, because they're good at left hand, right? So if somebody, they're good at right hand, they cannot do. Therefore, I often give option to them. So they can feel at ease. They can do something at their best. Do you know how to know which one is left hand brain and which one is right hand brain? Do you know? Do you know how to identify? I give you the hint, okay? You can like switch your hands like this randomly. Just try yourself. Mix your hands like this, okay? If the right thumb on the top, would mean they good at left hand ran. The opposite one. That's a way that we can have a hint. And you read the book, okay, left hand should be like this, right hand should be like this, and you know what types of activity you should give to your student. But very simple thing. On the first day, you can ask them to do like this. Which one they had right? We want to see that. That's a way we can identify. Very easy. Second, we can refine research skill for critical thinking without we try to find the support from the literature, we try to find the theoretical support, and it can also publish your creativity. Okay, if I look at this one like this, what types of better solution I can do? What is the better option I can do? And also critical thinking, because we often doubt, we often think of, okay, what's the reality? What's the evidence? What is the support for this one? It can also stimulate your curiosity. We often think about, okay, why this, why that, why this, not that, why must be this, not must be that, right? Okay. Another thing for the activity, next one. Okay, I will ask you this one. What is it? What is it? Dragon.
Dragons.
Dragon. Okay. Dragon. Super dragon. 2D and 3D dragon. I love your words. Dragon. Superior dragon. Sorry. Superior dragon. Dragon. Okay. Once again. This picture, what is it? Dragon, right? Yes or no?
Dragon.
Yes,
dragon.
okay. Number one. Okay. In the chat box, number one. Number one, is it dragon? Yes or no? Okay. Right. I love it. You just put number one for yes, number zero for no. It's quicker. It's quicker. It's faster. Okay. Number two. Is it dragon? Yeah. Are they the same? Are they the same? No, right? Okay. Why I give you this picture? I'll tell you the reason. This image of dragon is the dragon from Eastern culture. The second picture is the dragon from Western cultures. So what's the difference? Have you ever heard 4 Asian tigers? Have you heard this one? 4 Asian tigers? No. The 4 Asian tigers refer to the 4 biggest economic centers countries in Asia, including Taiwan, including Singapore, the biggest economic countries in our area in Asia. But often in our country, we often call this one 4 Asian dragon. We don't call them 4 Asian tigers. We call them 4 Asian dragons because the image of this is the dragon that we refer to, not the second dragon. Because dragons in Eastern culture refer to the good thing, like wealthy, prosperity, money, power, lucky. But dragon in Western country refer to the negative thing, like danger, evil, diseases. Therefore, even we say the word dragon, we mean something oppositely from different culture that we call worldview. Yeah, I love that one. Hong Kong, Taiwan, and South Korea. I love it. So this one we call worldview. The worldview means different worldview, different views toward the same thing. Okay. Therefore, when we mention something, we should consider whether, why, and where it's come from to make it easier. Okay. Some core components of critical thinking you should bear in mind, and what we can do to foster your critical thinking. Yeah. The first one is perception. Thinking about thinking. Perception means thinking about thinking. Or we had a very like academic term, metacognition. Thinking about thinking. So you should bring your student to the very fixed perception of themselves about themselves. So if you want to do something, the first thing we need to understand ourselves. Understanding ourselves is better and ultimately better than understand others. So think about your capacity, think about yourself and your ability to doing something. Second, self-regulation. We should have the discipline of thinking with a habit of mind. I will share with you the habit of mind later on. And when you do something, we try to explain the same thing in different way. Can give you ideas of thinking from different perspective. Now, what I mentioned previously, for one problem, okay, you can explain from the perspective of gender. You can explain from the perspective of society. You can explain from the perspective of education or something. And then we need to analyze the reality, analyze the problem. To see where it's come from, why it should be like this, not be like that. And then we evaluate, infer. What does it mean? What it actually mean? And how it can happen in our life. So in language education, so you can ask the student to think about these elements, and then they can foster their thinking. Think and analyze why this, not that. And we try to recognize some fallacy. And okay, this is the habits of mind. I love this one. The practice for your student. Rico checklist. Okay, when you think about the problem, you can think about, okay, the first one, what evidence support this idea? When I say, okay, Andy is very good, do you have any evidence for that? Andy is a good student. Do you have evidence for that, or just Andy say? If just Andy say, it's not reliable. It's not critical thinking, right? Andy is a good speaker. Have you heard me speaking? If previously it's not, right? Andy is a very kind teacher. Do you have evidence for this? Have you heard someone say that Andy support him or her? Or have you observed that Andy supporting anyone? That's the way we think about the evidence. Second, what assumptions are being made? Assumption means you believe in something without evidence. It's called assumption. Belief in something without evidence is called assumption. Can I explain this differently? That's I will mention previously. What are the alternatives? What better way we can do? What other way we can do? What is the source of information? When you read something, we find the source of information. Who wrote this? Who's the authors of this? What types of paper is this? What's the sources? What the origins of this one? And how would someone with different opinion respond? You can ask for other. How do you think about this one, teacher? How think about this one, parents? How think about this one, the leader? How you think about this one, student? How do you think about girl? How think about this one, boy? That's the way you collect different opinion for the same thing. And you will see they will share different opinion. because they look at different view. Like when I ask you about dragon, some of you say this is dragon, some of you say the super dragon because you see them very powerful. Some of you say that 2D and 3D, which means you look at it by the views of art and you say it 2D and 3D. And some of you give like others outcomes. For example, what is missing from this argument or any types of argument you not conduct an easy conclusion based on logic or emotion? You do this because you love it or you have considered it's appropriate to do. And how reliable is the source? And the last one is, what's the purpose behind the claim? Who want to do this claim? For example, when you listen to or when you hear some people talk about some false information, like, okay, we will run out of rice because the flood is coming. When you heard this one, can you predict who is the author of that claim? We will run out of rice. The flood is coming. Who will be the authors of that claim? The seller. The sellers of Christ. We show that same so we can rush to buy those things with no evidence. That's a way we think about critical thinking. And the next one for fallacy. There are different types of fallacy. Look at this picture. I'm done. I finished the exam. What does it mean? I finished the exam, which means it can be I'm smart or even I'm stupid. I don't know the answer. Therefore, I'm finished very early. That's the logical fallacy. And it can be appeal to emotion. For example, when you see the face expression, you will be manipulated. So in critical thinking, we make the decision based on evidence. No emotion, no feeling in critical thinking. So the final check for this one. And the first one we think about, is it factual or is it logic? Sometimes something is logic, but it's not real. Something is real, but it's not logic. Therefore, we need to redefine. And the last one for the key takeaways of today's session. When we think about critical thinking, we think about evidence-based. And we try to use reasoning when we ask for the thing. We use reasoning to ask for the evidence of doing something. And that's when we retake, okay, the benefits of this one, the merits of this one, and the dangers of this one, the disadvantages of this one, and we try to avoid assumption. Also avoid fallacy. And then you have to compare the fact and the logic of saying something. So therefore, in critical thinking, we often ask something, consider something with evidence. When you read something, when you see something, we should ask yourself, what's the assumption of this one? What can be the benefit? What can be the misunderstanding of saying something? So when you write something like, okay, we should, students is very good, a student do this, student do that. Do you have the support for doing that? Or is some ideas not clear and cannot be explainable? So this, in this case, is not critical thinking. Okay, I had a quiz for you before the end of this session. Okay, this is the very nice game. Now the time for games. Okay, can you kindly scan the code and we can start the game? Please scan the code. Okay. Use your nickname, your cute nickname to join the game. Okay. Okay, welcome more. A few minutes for the last one to come. Welcome to the games. We try to find the kings of this game, the kings of critical thinking. Okay, one more minute, and then we start the game. Wow. Wow. 50? Who will be the kings of recording? Ooh, wow. Faster, faster, people, faster. The winner of this activity will receive my sign for designing the activity in the class, and we can have you. I can have some activity in this one. You can apply in your class. I can have some picture, some sign, some material you can apply in your class. That's it, a gift for the winner. After this event, the moderator will share with you my slide. I allow that one. So you don't have to like screenshot any slide. Faster, 60. We had 99 participants. Very nice number. Ooh, I love it. Ooh, I still see more. It's over a minute. I still see more. Faster, faster. Mm. Okay, here we go. Ooh, cool. Yeah, we had to use our record thinking. I guess that those who chose knows because they think that we don't use Everything in our lives is critical. Why are you so negative with yourself? We are critical. Be confident. Okay, wow. Some of you are not good at mathematics, as me either. I'm not good at mathematics. Okay, in very short time, okay? Yeah, correct. We cannot be critical think. Oh, we talk about not the qualities of critical thinker, not the qualities of critical thinker. We cannot be critical thinking with talking with nothing. It's not critical. It's just talkative. It just means talkative. Be careful with the question. Okay, great. When someone opposes them, they will get offended or even defend when someone opposes them. Why? Because when we disagree with someone, it will be face threatening to them. Yeah, great. Good job. All of the above. Okay, excellent. Next one. Ooh, great. Okay. Critical thinking can be used anytime trying to find the answer to a problem. We use critical thinking to solve a problem. Think we will have time for 2 more questions? Oh, we had a keyword. All the information is accurate. It's impossible for all the information is accurate. Just some information. Yeah, great. It's asking tougher questions, the part of analyst skill is true, right? So I think I will end this one because I think we're out of time for this one. Let's find the winner. Number 1, Jennifer. Who is Jennifer? Can you raise your hand, Jennifer?
I
Right. Okay. Now let's
Jennifer
give
on
her
the
a
block.
Please applause.
Thank you.
Indonesia. Great. Congratulations. I will share with you the material that I got from my exchange program in the America. You can apply this one.
Yay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, you're
Can I
welcome.
share it with everyone else?
You're so
No, is
kind.
it a secret?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And I think it's come to the end of the time. So my some last word is about I really love this session. I really love and thank you for all of you for spending time with me. Maybe now the time for some Q&A and we can have some interactions before the end of this session. And my last word for you is I really admire your future teachers that you spend time with me for today to listen to my little sharing, not just a lecture, just a little sharing of how to be more critical and how to use critical thinking in your classroom. And I really hope that you can learn something, you get something from today's session, and at least you can be a little more positive in your career as a teacher. And my quote of the day from me is, we teach for the outcome, not the income. So I hope that you will be happy with your career in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andy, for your insightful and inspiring presentation. Oh, it's a sharing. Okay, everyone, we now come to the end of the session. It's now for question and answer session. If you have any question, please kindly raise your hand or type them in the chat box or YouTube comment if you are joining online. We will try to accommodate as many questions as possible within the time available.
You can feel free to ask me, or we can have I have the social connection. You can find me as Andy G. Nguyen from Facebook, from Instagram, or in Google. You can Google my name. It's very easy for you to find my social connection on my social network, social media. Or you can follow me. I need more followers. You can text me on Facebook or something, or you can send an email to me. I'm very willing to share with you. Feel free. Sharing is caring.
All right, sir. Okay. We now have one question from
Yeah.
Shahda Aulia.
What
Sir,
good habits can stimulate our critical thinking skill? So when you want to cultivate your habit, the first one, you think about the evidence. When you listen to something, when you listen to any types of information, check the resources, check the credibility, check the evidence of the claim. Or I had the checklist in the slide, and the RICO checklist, you can ask yourself for those questions, everything, and you can cultivate the habit of thinking about evidence, thinking about the support, thinking about the claim. Like what I mentioned previously, like if the Miss Abby said, okay, Andy, very good speaker. Do you have the evidence for that? If you have not listened to me, if you have not attended my session, for example, you had no claim for that. If you are not critical. That's the reality. You can check, you can believe in something. Or you based on the reliability of the middleman, like Dr. Abby, because Dr. Abby is reliable. Then what she say is reliable. She can ensure Dr. Abby appear, okay? She appear. And from that, you can just, that's the way you check the resource, the source of information by the author, by the origins of the piece of information.
all right, thank you, sir. Is there any more question from the audience? Perhaps one more question, sir. We got one question. What type of classroom task that promote critical thinking?
Sorry?
What types of classroom tasks that promote critical thinking?
Okay, what type of classroom task can promote critical thinking? The first one is brainstorming. Any activity for brainstorming can promote critical thinking. Second, peer review. I love peer review. I extremely love peer review and peer assessment. In peer assessment, you can assign this group to give feedback to other group. But however, normally the way we do with peer reviews is not correct to cultivate critical thinking. If you ask people, what do you think about that paper? What do you think about the other group? They will keep silent. Right? They will keep silent. They don't want to give feedback. They want to give comment for other. You know why? Because they don't know what types of feedback should I give, right? What you want from me? Okay, Andy, what do you think about it? No, I don't think anything. What you want me to think? It's impossible. Therefore, the first one, you need to guide the rubric. We should have the rubric guidance or checklist for the student. So you read, for example, when you're teaching writing, you read the paper. Okay, what's the contents, what the idea, what the language used, the grammatical mistake, and you give the guideline for this one. And peer review or peer assessment doesn't mean we push the pressure or responsibility of giving the score on the shoulder of student. No, not for that meaning. We try to cultivate the comparison and reflection among students. So when they read the paper or they give feedback to other members of other group, if the feedback is correct, which means you as the teacher, you will know what they learned already. If they give the wrong feedback, the incorrect feedback, you know, they had their misperception. Maybe the paper from their friends is correct, but they say, oh, it's not correct, which means they misunderstand the thing. And you can cultivate the analysis, the critical thinking among students by giving feedback, giving comments, doing peer review, but don't like give the responsibility or the destinies of doing the score for the student. No, it's for reflection and foster autonomy among students from sharing.
All right, thank you, sir. Perhaps this is the end of the question and answer question.
Yeah.
Question and answer So thank you for everyone for the active participation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the certificate awarding session. This certificate is a token for appreciation for our distinguished speaker. To officially present the certificate of appreciation, I would like to invite Ms. Evi Carolina Ambarwati, the coordinator of the Language Education Department, to deliver the certificate to our speaker. The floor is yours, Miss.
Thank you so much. So Andy, thank you very much for your insights. It was very fantastic presentation as well. I can tell that our students are highly engaged with you, both in the online platform as well as in a Zoom session. So I really personally feel really grateful for your time. So thank you so much. So this is a small token of our appreciation to your thoughtful sharing on our department. Thank you so much once again, Andy.
Thank you for sharing this. I love it. And thank you, Dr. Abby, for inviting me for today's sessions because it's really amazing for the times that you can spend with me and I can spend with you. And I love the interaction. I love the way that you all get involved in my sharing of my activity. That I feel that wow, so many great future teachers coming here, like even like 90, and we have some people out there attending like from the YouTube live stream. They say that wow, it's really amazing future teachers.
And I hope this is
you.
not the only time we can get engaged with the two universities. I really sincerely hope that there will be another event coming up, Andy.
Yeah, I really hope that I can have the time, so the opportunities of like some events and conferences, I can come to visit your university in person in the future for any event out there.
Thank you.
I love to see people in person. You a big heart. Love you.
Thanks, Andy.
Thank you, Ms. Effie, for presenting the certificate, and our deepest gratitude goes to Mr. Andy for the insightful and inspiring lecture and sharing today. Before we close, we kindly ask all the participants to fill in the feedback questionnaire provided by the committee. Your responses are very important for improving our future programs, and the form will also serve to record your attendance for the issuance of certificates. For Zoom participants, the link is available in the chat box, while for YouTube viewers, it can be found in the video description. We kindly remind you to not share the link with non-viewers or non-participants. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on, we will have a brief documentation session. We kindly ask everyone to turn on your camera if possible, so we can take a group screenshot as documentation of today's agenda. Our committee will assist in capturing the screenshot. Please stay on screen for a few seconds while the documentation is being taken. Start from the, we have 6 screen. Okay, from the first screen, I will count until 3. 1, 2, 3. And for the second screen, 1, 2, 3. For the third screen, 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually we have 4 screen only. And the last screen, the fourth one, 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you very much for your cooperation. The documentation is now complete and we will continue to the next agenda. Everyone, we have reached the end of today's international guest lecture. On behalf of the committee, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our honorable speaker, Mr. Nguyen, our dean, our study program coordinators, and all participants for making this event meaningful and fruitful. We hope the knowledge gained today will be beneficial for our academic journey. Thank you once again for your attention and also active participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
See you at our next program.
Thank you, students.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Bu Aina, the MC for today.
All right, this is my first time.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Izin mengakhiri teman-teman semuanya. Thank you.